Hey, good morning, everybody. This is Foolish Mortal 42 back with some more World of Warcraft Classic. And I'm going to make probably a short, well, I don't know. I'm not for sure exactly what I'm going to do today. Definitely, we're going to do a Black Fathom Deeps run to get these quests out of the way. I don't think that's really, I mean, that's an okay ring. Um, I mean, it would definitely replace our bounty hunters. So, and then I think that there is a quest that you pick up in there that is that gives something. I can't remember exactly. But as I was leaving Thunderbluff, I saw somebody had posted the Warden staff as being sold, and it was last seen in the auction house this morning for 100 gold, which is actually quite reasonable. I think the last time I found one in the wild, so to speak, I sold it for about 400. Even though it's only level 43 and it's got 10 defense, which is not a huge bonus to us, because there's not a lot of defense gear in leather items. It just doesn't drop. There's a few pieces. There's a couple of rings, but you don't get a lot of defense as a bear tank, and you really don't need defense. Like it's not something that you stack so much. Like in uh, like as a warrior or even a pally tank, like defense is actually really good because there's a lot of defense plate stuff. There's defense on shields. There's like you get block bonuses and stuff like that with shields. So we don't really get that. I mean, our base defense is 129. It's not going to reduce um, uh, damage by that much. But the big thing, other than the plus 11 stamina, which is pretty good, is the 260 armor, which is a huge amount of armor, especially when you shift into bear form and dire bear form. So even at the end game, this is your end game tanking weapon, basically, because your damage apparently your damage is not actually keyed to your weapon. It just is what it is. So I had actually misspoke. I believe I had always thought that uh, that it was keyed to it, but I think it's just your hit percentage is keyed to it. So we're gonna do a little bit of an experiment down here in Thousand Needles. So I went on and farmed up um, the Incendia agaves there at the base of Dark Cloud Pinnacle. So we're going to go kill Arikara um, because we actually get a Brute Hammer, which is a upgrade for our Crescent Staff. So our Crescent Staff has done us what 7, 8 levels of uh, work. So it's really done well. So I'm gonna equip my brute hammer and actually see if that affects our damage output when we get it. But I did swing back by Thunderbluff while I was there and grab some training. And we're gonna do Grim Totem spying while we're up there, and maybe try and track down Still Snap just to get that out of the way. And but anyway, I just kind of, and I also maybe some farming of um, some wool cloth because I want to get those rep um, quests turned in at the cities. So I'll probably farm in Ashenvale. I'll come up here um, and probably just go back to farming some furbolgs. Or these timber maw, yeah. Mm-mm. But I will see you guys up there, and we will see how well I do against this elite mob. All right, hold on. Alrighty, we are up here at to do Arikara, and we're gonna give this a shot. So we've got loaded up on some buffs. Gonna switch to bear form, which gives us almost 2k hit points. Oh yeah, and I got Maul 3, so that will give us, yeah, like a pretty good hit there. Yeah. Alright, let's try and just out DPS him here. Yeah, because remember, we do get like a dodge bonus with cat form. Yeah, so we're just gonna, yeah. Alright, let's get this rip going. Alright, we're in good shape. Oh yeah, yeah, we're fine. Oh gosh. Druids are just crazy. Oh shoot. Wow. Alright, so he kinda hit us pretty hard there at the end. Alright, so we're gonna go grab these ground spawn secret notes, and then we're gonna go to Matega and turn in that, and maybe look for Steel Snap. He's not an elite mob, but he does have two other mobs with him, and that fight can be a little bit on the hairy side. So I will see you guys over there. And like I said, I'm gonna get that brute hammer and see. Oh crap! See how my damage output looks on that. All right, hold on. Alrighty. So while I was running over here and gathering those items on top of Dark Cloud Pinnacle, I did just a slight bit of research, which I believe I had to have done it when I actually started playing my original bear tank. Um, your weapon actually has no effect on barrel DPS whatsoever. Um, so even like your weapon skill, your uh, damage on it, those are not affected whatsoever. However, like the stats on it do. So strength and agility and stamina, you're still getting, like damage bonuses from strength, dodge, and AC from agility, and of course more hit points when you switch back and forth. However, your melee attack, your damage output, and your various forms are automatically maxed out when you switch. Even like your to hit is not affected whatsoever by your actual weapon skill. For I don't know what I had gotten in my head that your to hit was still affected. Um, so because you can go over here and yeah, your miss chance is still 5%. So when you go back, uh, yeah, miss is 16% because my weapon skill yeah, with two-handed mace, or yeah, two-handed maces is like half of what it should be. But when I switch to cat form, it goes down to the base 5%. So yeah, and then of course, we'll get a few hit pieces. We probably won't go all the way up to 9%, because it's not. I mean, 9% is a good goal to hit. And there's going to be plenty of stuff because we can get into Zul'Gurub, um, and there's several really good pieces there. And we'll get our uh, oh, what was it called? They're well, they're it's like pants and gloves crafted item, I think. I can't remember, but anyway. But yeah, but we got our brute hammer, so that's going to give us more strength, one agility, a little bit more hit points. So let's go over here and track down Steel Snap, because he's level 30, and his bodyguards are 28. I think that it may be too much for us, but I'm willing to give it a shot. Yeah, that actually, just getting that out of my head, like that has alleviated a lot of the stress that I was going to be looking for gear and all of that good stuff. But also, while I was off screen, I leveled up my alchemy up to 176 and learned shadow oil, which we're probably not gonna. We're not. It doesn't. Well, no, it actually sells really good, but it takes 4 fade leaf and 4 grave moss for that. Um, we could probably make some of those, and make some money. And then I also leveled up my cooking a little bit, but we also need to go over to Shadowprey Village and pick up our cookbook, because I'm not spending 2 gold on it. So we need to do that, and then we also need to go to Duskwalla Marsh and pick up the uh, you can do it, James. Think. Bandage. Yeah. First aid book. Yeah. There we go. Yeah, I don't like that entangling roots. It doesn't last for very long at all. Well, but you know what? I've got Soothe Animal. Um, in Hibernate. So I guess I could hibernate. Oh, well, here we go. Let us hibernate one, root the other. Oh, come on, you can do it. I mean, he is a couple of levels higher than me. Oh, how did that break so fast? Alright, run! Oh, and of course they dazed me. No, no, no. You can do it. Ooh! That was close. Oh, goodness. Down to 60 hit points. Wow. Alright, so we've got one to turn in at Camp Tarajo, one to turn in at um, uh, Free Wind Post, and then one in Thunder Bluff. All right, and that should get us pretty close, because these are probably like 2K a piece. And then I'm going to see if I can get a little group or at least a partner to do Test of Endurance too while I'm headed that way. So I will see you guys down at that cave. All right, hold on. Alrighty, so we've got a hunter and a he's got a raptor pet, I believe. Get up there. Oh no, he's got a flamingo. Nice. Come on. Oh wow, just aggro everything. This should be pretty smooth. Oh wow, that hunter is hitting really hard. Yeah, this is going to be cake. Yeah, this is actually quite a challenging mission here. All right. Mm. Yeah, I wish I had some agility potions that I could make, but those come later. We'll definitely be on the lookout for a elixir of the mongoose, which is agility and crit. It lasts an hour. It's really, really good. Yeah, we're just chewing through stuff. Well, I guess mostly he's chewing through stuff. Are those selling? No. Yeah, I can't wait to get Feral Fairy Fire. That's going to be really good. We're not too far from it, just a couple of points. So. Oh, somebody has already attempted that. Ah, oh. Well, this was fortunate. Hmm. Well, let's see if I can sneak out of here. Since he left me. Oh yeah, and I got dash when I leveled up also. All right. Well, at least we got out of there. Let's hope we don't run into anything horrible out here. All right. So that is yeah, we will definitely level up. All right. I will see you guys up at the cave for this turn. Well, we'll do free wind fire. post first. All right, hold on. Right, let's turn in Grim Totem Spying. And those boots are not going to do us any good. But it's a good chunk of experience. I'm not going to make it. Maybe... Oh, yes. All right. Then we will go and turn in Test of Endurance. And then we will have Test of Strength, which is Rockalim, an elite rock elemental or earth elemental. The thing about those is they're immune to bleed effects, and that's actually not a substantial amount of damage that we put out, but he does hit pretty hard. So I don't know if we're gonna be able to solo him, but man, we have been doing really good. I mean, we actually have pretty good gear for level 27. So, all right, bring fragments of Rockalim to adorn Proud-Stalker. All right, man, I was really hoping that would be. So let us turn in these other two quests. A new ore sample, which is the weirdest quest reward for like a mid-20s quest. It's just a normal sword. Like at this level, I mean, I don't understand what that is about. And then Steel Snap, we'll go turn that into. But the quest that I'm really wanting from... What the heck am I? Okay. Is the quest to hunt the Yeti in Hillsbrad Foothills. The that named one up in the cave. Dang it. Because that quest reward is a leather helm with, I think, like quite a bit of agility on it. So that will be our first helm, I think, which is kind of why I wanted to go over to Hillsbrad. But these quests, especially the Bronhide armor, was such a pretty good upgrade for us with that agility and stamina. That I wanted to get those out of the way before heading over there. So we're going to fly up to Camp Tarajo real quick, and we'll turn in a new ore sample, and that should be very, very close to a level, but Steel Snap for sure will. All right, hold on. All right, let's turn in this still super weird quest. All right, and we did level up. All right, so that actually worked out really good because we're headed into Thunderbluff for a turn in, and we can grab level 28 training. So that's good. That may have opened. Yeah, Compendium of the Fallen. And we got oh yeah, the stone Stranglethorn hunting quest breadcrumbs has opened up. So that's good because some of those quests actually do have um, um, some pretty good quest rewards. Yeah. Welcome to the Jungle opened up, so that's great. We've got, yeah, so we could probably transition to Stranglethorn. Uh, yeah, we still don't have any what I would call real quests for here yet. Um, oh yeah, these opened up just now, so that's good. Um, but yeah, Fragments of Rockalim, yeah, I would like to get that done. Um, I was thinking that there was a quest to get an item out of Razorfin Crawl in Thunderbluff also, but it has not popped up yet. Let's go over to the Hunter Rise and turn this in really quick. I think Compendium of the Fallen is in Scarlet Monastery. I didn't think we were ready for that till like 30. So this guy also gives, yeah, Frostmaw. Okay, so 10 agility, 9 spirit, 85 armor. This is a really good uh, first helm. I mean, 10 agility is just huge. Mm-mm-mm. So we have to a hulking mountain lion first, which could be challenging. That's the downside to trying to just like jump straight into like a really tough quest, because it's a lot of them are like, oh well, you've got to go kill this other thing first. So we would probably need some help to do that one, especially at this level. But we are making really, really good time. I mean, 28, level 28 in, I think this will be episode 15 or 16. All right. Entangling Roots, 3. Moonfire, 5. Challenging Roar. Since we're going to be going into like Scarlet Monastery, stuff like that. Um, it's just an AoE taunt. So basically, if you're having um, like a big group come in, like you can drop that and it keeps them from, uh, like you can kind of gather them up and then start spamming your swipe. All right, Claw 2. So 39 damage, where Claw 1 is doing 27. So we're getting a bonus there. All right, then we got Cower. So if you're just doing DPS and you get like a couple of big crits in a row, you can tap cower and it'll drop your aggro a little bit. And then rip level 2, so 234 versus 138. So that is a substantial upgrade. All right, rank 5 rejuve, nice. 244 versus 180. All right. So we are really making some headway. So when do we get Dire Bear? There's Ferocious Bite. So that is our damage, just like a big chunk of damage. So you build up and then you get, 200 damage for yeah, finishing move that causes damage per combo point and converts each extra point of energy into one additional damage. So if you've got 100, then that's 294 to 310. So that's a big one. And then of course it can crit as well. So Ravage. Yeah, so this is basically like your backstab, or not backstab. It's sneak attack, 350% damage plus 147. We don't get that till level 32, unfortunately. Frenzied regeneration at 36. Converts 10 rage into health. Uh, so that would be 100 hit points over 10 seconds. Um, but it uses all your rage. So sometimes, like at the end of a fight, if you're in bear form, you can tap that and then go to your next target, or just to kind of help with your yeah, level 40 with Dire Bear. So increases attack power by 120, armor contribution by 360%, and health by 600 versus 180% armor and 344. So it's a huge improvement. Uh, so that's basically, you know, like once you get that, like the next 10 levels from like 40 to 50, if you can just like tank dungeons, and like they really don't even have to heal you that much because your damage mitigation just from armor is over 50%. It's just crazy. It's crazy. Um, all right, reduces fall damage. Um, and then of course your fairy fire barrel. Um, like being able to cast that from animal form. Um, 285 armor reduction. That's huge, and it causes not a huge amount of threat, but I have pulled aggro off of somebody. Like if they've pulled and then they've had an ad, when you throw this on them, it will actually pull that aggro off of them from something that hasn't been hit yet. So you can actually use it for like pulling. You get that little initial threat, which is kind of nice. But yeah, we're getting ready to get into some really good stuff in like the next 5 or 6 levels. I mean, uh, all right, so let's populate our thing here. All right, entangling roots 3. So that's a longer duration and a little bit more damage, 50 up to 90. Moonfire 5. I mean, I'm not really for sure why I even um, got this traded because we're not using it too much. Challenging Roar, we will pull that out. And then Claw 2. Cower. I'll pull it out here, but I don't know if I'll use it that much. Rip 2. There we go. And then rejuve. All right. So now let us pick up Compendium of the Fallen and see where that actually leads us. I'm almost certain that that's Scarlet Monastery. But like I said, it has been a little while since I've done some of these quests. So. Yeah, but having Rip level 2, that is going to be quite nice. Whoop. Am I just where? Oh, here we go. Okay. No. James. Oh, goodness. I need more caffeine. Here we go.
What brings you here?
Yeah, it's Scarlet Monastery. Yeah. Go ahead and pick that up. But we're definitely not going there for a long time. Because that's in the library section. I was thinking that this guy had a quest for... Let's see. Let's look this up real quick on Wowhead. All right, here we go. No, I don't want boss drops. I want quests. All right, blue leaf tubers. We can pick that up at Ratchet. Going guano. Apparently, oh, it's level 30. And a vengeful fate at level 29. Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay, so we're not quite ready for Razorfin Crawl yet. So we need to get a Black Fathom, a BFD run going, just to get those out before they turn green on us. So let's see here. What do we want to do in the meantime for like the next few minutes? Could go down here and see if we can get Rockalim. He has a big patrol area, so I will see you guys down there when I find him, and I'll kind of scope him out to see how tough he's gonna be. All right, hold up. Well, shoot, I forgot to turn my recording back on. So we found him. I had actually went to Ogrimmar and got Rallying Cry of the Dragon Slayer and War Chief's Blessing, and yeah, it wasn't too tough of a fight. I had a rogue that was assisting me, and then a friendly shaman wandered by and was healing us. So yeah, it didn't actually take long, and it wasn't much of a fight. And now I feel silly. But test of strength will lead us into test of lore, which will send us into yeah, Stone Talon, and then that will lead us into Scarlet Monastery. So, but my next episode, I think I'm just going to go up to Ashenvale and try and get a Black Fathom Deeps group going, and I will record that, get those quests out of the way, and then probably come back here or maybe go to Stranglethorn and do the hunt quests. Those are pretty good. They've all got um, some pretty decent leather items at the end. But I don't know if we really are. I mean, until we get into like dungeon stuff, I think the greens and just the incidental um, things that we're getting along the way, I think are going to be okay. But it's not until we get into Zul'Farrak that those items are really, really going to be nice. So, but anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this kind of disjointed. Oh, what was that? King's Blood. I don't need that. Kind of a bit of a disjointed episode. I'm not for sure that I actually did a whole lot, but oh my gosh, I'll be so glad to get out 1,000 needles. There have been so many these cougars and those stupid hyenas. They're so thick. All right, I will record turning this in. Leave me alone. But yeah, I've used almost, yeah, I've been out here for an hour, over an hour, looking for that mob. So yeah, I'm glad that I didn't actually record it. But yeah, we found his corpse like 3 times, even though I had put in group chat that we were doing it and we wanted a group, but nobody would join us or even tell us where he was at. So it is what it is, I guess. All right, 3,000 experience, nice. There he is, Rob. All right, so I'm going to go on and call that an episode, and I will see you guys in the next one. I'm probably going to grab these quests and then go down to Tanaris and pick up that flight point, and then I will head up to Ashenvale and try and get a BFD run going. So I will see you guys in that episode, and hopefully you guys have enjoyed it. And as always, hit like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. Thanks for watching.